And welcome back. Today I wanted to do a quick beginning Pilates mat class. So if you have a mat, go ahead and grab it, or you could always lie onto a rug, whatever you have that is comfortable. And we are going to begin just seated up nice and tall onto our sit bones. And our sit bones are the bones that are at the base of our butt when we're propped up on them. You can feel those bones. We're going to begin by holding our arms straight out in front, and we're going to roll down. If this is too difficult, you can always hold on to your legs as you roll down onto the ground. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, we're going to slowly start to take our time as we come down and place one bone gently down onto the floor at a time. And then we're just going to relax in this position. And we're going to start by just taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and reaching our arms up to the ceiling and then all the way back behind our head. And then on the exhale, just reach your arms wide to the side and all the way back down by your waist side, kind of like you're making angels in the snow. So inhale as you reach back and stretch and reach. And then exhale, but just reach all the way out wide to the side. So let's do a couple more, but as you do this, try to not let your back pop up off the floor like I'm doing right now. Try to keep the back of your ribs touching the mat the whole time as you stretch and reach, and your ribs down. Let's do a couple more. So inhale, and then exhale around. And last one, inhale as you reach, and then exhale. Beautiful. And now just slide your shoulder blades down your back so that your arms feel nice and long and your shoulders are down and away from your ears. All I want you to do now is inhale, bend your right knee as you drag your right heel in, and then exhale, bend the left. So now in this position, I want you to notice your tailbone down onto the mat, and you want to make sure that your tailbone is down so that you have a neutral pelvic position. And just to test it, what I would like you to do is just flatten out your lower back for a moment onto the floor like you're imprinting your spine. And when you do that, it automatically takes the tailbone off. And then if you turn in the opposite direction, almost like you are doing an exaggerated arch in the back, you'll notice that your pelvis is tipping down in the opposite direction. So just do that a couple of times. Just go ahead and flatten out. Pull your navel in toward your spine, really getting a nice hollowed out belly. And then taking the pelvis in the opposite direction where you're arching. And then do it one more time. So flatten, and then arch, and then relax between those two places. And that should be a neutral pelvic position depending on how tight your back muscles are. So from here, we're going to inhale to bring the right leg up, and then exhale to bring the left leg up. So we want to maintain a 90-degree angle if possible. If that's too hard, you can bring your knees in like this. And when you're at this angle, you want your tailbone to be down, and you want these ribs to be down, so there's not a big arch under your back. The only arch is that little bit of space down in your lower back, which is about the size of a grape or a quarter. It's small, and that's the natural curve of our spine. So that you want to maintain. Let's just go ahead and get started. So we're going to inhale to extend the right leg and point your toes, and then exhale to come right back to that tabletop and switch. Left and in. And let's just keep going, extending one leg at a time, pointing your toes, squeezing your quads, and seeing if you can maintain that neutral pelvic position. So let's just start to, without pausing, we'll just alternate from one leg to the next. And we're testing our pelvic position to see if we can maintain that, keeping the ribs down and keeping the tailbone down. Let's do a couple more. And then come back to that tabletop position. Now imagine there's a pool of water on the floor, and we're going to dip your toes into the pool of water, but it's going to be really cold, so you're going to bring that leg right back up. Let's start with the right leg. So we're going to inhale, dip down, and exhale, lift. And then we're going to switch. So again, we're testing our pelvic position, making sure nothing is moving and we're staying nice and steady and stable. Inhaling and then exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Good. And one more, right and left. Inhale down, exhale, lift. And then inhale down and exhale and lift. Very nice. So take the right leg up and then take the left leg up. So now lowering one leg at a time. So inhale, right leg goes down, exhale and lift. And let's switch. Reaching long, squeezing the quads, pointing the toes. Reaching long from the hip socket all the way out to the toes. You're getting a nice long leg here. One more time. Right and left and right and left. Good job. So now we're going to take both legs down at the same time. We're going to inhale to lower with our toes pointed, and then we're going to flex and lift. So it's not about going super far down like this, because you want to be able to maintain that neutral pelvic position, and there's so many factors that are involved in how far down you can go. It depends on how tight the muscles are in your back. And it also depends upon your structural alignment and the arch that you have in your back. So depending on all that, you'll be able to either go further or not as far. So inhale down and then exhale up. Two more. Reach and stretch and then lift. So making sure that nothing's moving. Last one. And then bend your knees and then hug those knees in and just rock side to side, just for a moment. And what we're gonna do now is we're going to keep hugging the right leg in, but we're gonna extend the left. So toes are pointed, take a deep breath in. If you're comfortable, you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders. You don't have to, you can keep your head down and switch. So drawing one knee in and then the other. So just take your time, really reaching long out of your hip socket to make it more challenging. Lift and look at your toes. Stretch and reach. Lengthen long. Your ribs are pressing towards your hips. Your pelvis is still in that neutral position. Good job. One more each leg. And then hug both knees in. Taking it into double leg stretch. So now we're going to release the arms, take them back behind our head, extend the legs, circle the arms around, and draw those knees in. Okay, so inhale, stretch, and exhale, in. So it's up to you if you're comfortable lifting the head, neck, and shoulders. It's definitely more of a challenge. Good, one more. Very nice, and then gently place your feet down onto the mat. So let's keep the right foot on the ground, or you could extend the left foot, or you could extend it straight and low, whatever's more comfortable. We're gonna take the right leg straight up, and toes are pointed. So we're gonna do some leg circles. We're gonna inhale to circle that leg outside our body. Exhale, right back around to the center. And our goal here is to keep that pelvis nice and steady as we circle that leg around. Match your breath to your circle. Again, you can extend the opposite leg if you would like to, whatever's more comfortable for you. Now let's take it in the opposite direction. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Good job. And then bend that knee, place that right foot down. Let's take the left leg up, point your toes, and circle it out and around for 5. And 4. Good job for 3. Pilates mat is so good for the core. Last 1, let's go in the opposite direction, taking it in and around for 5. 4. 3. Good for 2. And 1 more. Beautiful. So bending that knee and taking your foot down onto the ground. And now walk your heels in just a little bit closer towards your glutes. And we're going to do a bridge. So we're going to take a deep breath in. On your exhale, we're going to pull the navel to the spine. We're going to flatten out your back. So we're going to imprint. And then we're going to slowly start to peel up and off of the floor or the mat. And we're going to come up into this bridge position. When you're in this bridge position, you want your ribs down. So you want them tucked in. You don't want them poking out like this. So you want them in, but yet you want your hips aiming up. So you're tucking that tailbone and you're pressing your hip bones up and your pubic bone towards the ceiling. So you really feel your glutes. You really feel it at the base of your hamstring and glute. So now just go ahead and lower down a couple of inches and then come up and squeeze. Here we go, give me 10 of these. And 9, lower and lift for 8, and 7, 6, good job. Working these glutes here. 5, lower lift squeeze for 4. Really pressing up as high as you can so you're getting some good work in the back of your body. 3, 2 more, and then 1 more, and we'll hold it up here for a moment, really pressing those hip bones up, and then we're going to slowly articulate down. So when you start to come down, you want to come down at right under your shoulder blades first. So you keep the tailbone tucked, and then you start to slowly roll down so that you feel 1 bone at a time touching the mat. And then come all the way back down into that neutral pelvic position. So let's do that again. We're going to take a deep breath in. On your exhale, we're going to flatten out the lower back. So we're imprinting, navels to the spine, start to peel up. Now, once you come up, take your toes off the floor so that you're just in your heels. You may feel your glutes even more on this. So press those hip bones up, hip bones, pubic bone, press up to the ceiling and pulse it up. Squeeze your glutes for 10, 9, 8, 7, press, squeeze, 6, 5, 4, feels so good, right? 3, so good for your glutes, 2, and then 1, and then I want you to hold it here for a second, press up a little bit higher if you can, really feeling it at the base of the hamstring and glute, and then slowly start to articulate your body down, slowly, gently, 1 bone at a time, and then go ahead and place your toes down onto the mat. Now walk your feet in a little bit closer because now we're going to come up onto the toes. So the balls of the feet. Here we go. Deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, flatten out the lower back, draw the navel to the spine, and come on up. Tuck your ribs in and down, press your hip bones up, and now give me those pulses. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Pilates is the greatest thing for your body. 3, whew, I'm cramping. 2, and 1, and hold it up here. The thing is, with Pilates, you will get cramps because you're working all these little muscles in your body that you don't normally work because Pilates works all the small, intricate muscles in the body, which is why you get such fast results when you start doing Pilates on a regular basis because your body will just change. I've been teaching Pilates for 30 years. I know. I've seen the transformations over and over again. So hold it up here. I know I'm talking a lot. And I lose count when I talk. My students always yell at me and they start counting for me. Anyway, I want you to drop your heels and come back up like that. Give me 10, ready? Down and up. 9 and 8, keep pressing your hip bones up. 7, so you're feeling those glutes. 6, keep working it hard. 5, lower lift, squeeze. 4, you got this. 3, give me 2 more. 1 more. Woo, 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 woo. Good job, everybody. You can't work your glutes hard enough, let me tell you, ladies, because glutes are one of those muscles that, there's so many muscles in your glutes, first of all, that it takes work. Especially for women, we tend to store a lot of body fat in our glutes. So slowly articulate down, one bone at a time, and then lower your heels. Woo! I hope that felt good for you. There are so many different positions we can do with bridging. We could do external, we could do internal, we could do one-legged. There's so many variations with bridging. So we'll do more as we move on. But for right now, let's go ahead and take our arms back behind our head and just take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then on your exhale, bring your arms straight up to the ceiling. Then lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and then look toward your knees. And now give me little pulses forward with your body to work your abs. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly lower your body. Take your arms back behind your head. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale, lift the left. All right, so let's do that again. This time, come up and look at your toes. Inhale, arms come straight up. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders as you look up towards your toes. And give me that pulse forward. Here we go. 10, 9, with your ribs to your hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now take those arms back behind your head. Now extend your legs straight and long. You could bring them straight up to the ceiling if you'd like, or you can bring them at a little bit of an angle. Here we go. We're gonna inhale, and we're gonna exhale. And let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll bring the legs into a tabletop and we'll take the arms back behind our head again. Keeping those arms back behind our head, let's go ahead and extend the right and then extend the left, and we're just gonna keep switching, okay? Make sure that the back of your ribs are down, touching the mat the whole time, and you're in a neutral pelvic position. Reaching long with the arms, reaching long with the legs. Good job. Now, let's go ahead and extend both legs straight. Take both legs up to the ceiling. Lower the right, keep the left straight up, and then switch, switch, switch. Keep going, but reach the arms up. And lift the head, neck, and shoulders, lengthen the arms long, and we'll look at your toes. Straight legs, toes pointed. Good job. Keep going. Faster if you'd like. More challenging on the abs. And then take a break. Hug the knees in. Whew. And rock side to side. Alrighty, so now holding on to the shins, we're going to take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to lift our head, neck, and shoulders. And we're going to come up, look towards our knees or look towards our belly button, and we're going to rock up. So we're going to take a deep breath in, draw those knees in, exhale, lift, and balance. Balance on your sit bones. This is called rolling like a ball. It's a lot of fun. So let's do some more. Let's do 5 of these. Here we go. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, lift. balance. You got it. It's fun. 3 more. 2 more. Your tummy muscles should be pretty much engaged by now after everything that we've done. 1 more. Good job, everyone. Go ahead and place those feet down and extend your legs straight and long. Take them out into a nice big wide V. And let's bring our arms straight out wide to the side. So keeping our arms extended straight out, and we're sitting up as tall as we can. We're just gonna go ahead and twist our body. So you're gonna twist your torso, and then you're gonna pulse for 2, and then come back to center. And then other side. So keep the arms extended. Keep the arms reaching wide. So don't pull your arms like this. Keep them out by your side. So this is a great stretch. Imagine like a cork coming out of a wine bottle. So you're growing taller. Lifting right up and out of the ribs. One more. Good job. Bringing those arms down by your side. Pulling those legs in close together. And now let's take it into a nice side bend. You can keep your legs length and long. You could sit in a cross-legged position. And we'll just sit up nice and tall onto our sit bones. And extend the left arm out to the side. Take the right arm up, reach the palm up. Take a deep breath in, stretch and reach over a little bit towards the right so that you're lifting your ribs up and off of your hip. And then exhale to reach all the way up and over. And really stretch. Try to keep your hip down and lift your ribs up. Inhale, and then exhale to come back. And let's go to the other side. So reach over, inhale, and then exhale way up and over. Now, if you can bring your elbow down, bring the elbow down. If not, just keep your hand on the floor and just reach straight up and over, keeping your arm in alignment with your ear. Lengthen out through those fingertips. Take a deep breath in and exhale to come back. Let's go to the other side. Hang out here and breathe in. And exhale to come back. And over. Stay here and breathe in. And exhale back. One more time. Feels so good. Really try to drop your hip down, but lift and arch your ribs up to the ceiling. So you're really feeling that pull on the side. And deep breath in. And exhale back. One more time. Inhale, exhale, lengthen over. Breathe in. And exhale, come back. Nice job, everybody. Turning the palms forward, take a nice deep breath in. And stretch and reach up as high as you can with those fingertips. Really sitting up and out of your hips. Then turn the palms away from one another and exhale. Reach it all the way out wide to the side. You're doing a great job. And inhale, nice deep breath in. And lengthen up, growing taller, feeling your energy like expanding. And then exhale wide. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. You can practice this technique every day if you'd like. Every time you do it, it will become easier. And I just wanted to leave you with this positive affirmation for today. And it is, every day, as in every way, I get better and better. If you'd like, you can repeat it with me. Every day, in every way, I get better and better. Thanks for joining me, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Have a great day.